Critical incident reflection, structures for reflective writing. Reflection is a creative process and does not follow any linear logic in the same way that essays or reports do. However, reflection is still an academic genre of writing, and it is necessary to follow a structure. First and foremost, your reflection still needs to be written in paragraph form, just like any other genre of academic writing, which always requires structured paragraphs. Secondly, the process of thinking reflectively can be structured as well. However, it depends upon the individual and the situation as to how this is done in the end. A possible framework for a reflective process is the DIEP model. This is only advisory, however, it does touch on every aspect of thinking reflectively. At the very least, it may generate some avenues to explore with your reflection. The D in DIEP stands for describe. It is necessary that you first describe the situation you're reflecting on. Do note, however, that this does need to be kept as brief as possible. Describe what you only need to describe so that your reader can follow the rest of your reflection. Recounting the details of your incident does not constitute reflection per se. It would be a mistake to let the description of your incident go beyond a quarter of the word space. The next part of the structure is the I for interpret. This is where you state the significance of what happened. What does it mean for you? Or how does it impact you? A similar situation can occur for two people, but it will affect them differently because they interpret the event differently. The E stands for evaluation. In this space, you can make judgment on things. This may be on the outcomes of the situation, on the people involved in the confrontation, or most importantly, on yourself and on your own behaviour. Whatever your evaluation of a person or situation is, it needs to be balanced and supported by reasoning. Do not make judgments from a position of blame, but rather towards the goal of understanding. And remember, evaluations in the real world are seldom black and white. There will be shades of grey, composites of good and bad, or successful and unsuccessful. The P in DIEP is for planning, and this is the section where you can look forward in your reflection. This is where you think about the next time, how the experience has changed you, or exactly what you need to do or want to achieve in the future. Finally, although reflective writing is another type of academic writing, you are always allowed to, unlike other forms, use the pronoun I. You would not mention yourself in an essay or a report. However, it is valid to say I feel or I believe in a reflection, because this is, after all, the focus of the reflective writing. Nonetheless, your lecturer may ask you to write in the third person, saying the author thinks or this writer believes, because this makes the text sound more objective and it may give you a more analytical or detached stance as well. Paragraphing is a very important feature in your writing. Like any other genre of academic writing, reflection needs to be structured, logical and clear. It is not written as a stream of consciousness where each idea merges into the next. Ideas need to be identified and separated by paragraphing, and the initial sentence, known as the topic sentence, clearly states the concept to be delivered in each paragraph. In each paragraph in a reflective writing piece, the following sentences will expand on the ideas stated in the topic sentence. They might be citing the literature relevant to the topic sentence. They might be given to reflection, exploring your feelings and beliefs in relation to the topic sentence. The final sentence is termed as a link sentence. It can summarize and make sense of all the detail given in the paragraph so far. It brings the information back into context with the confrontation or misunderstanding you're writing about. I call it the so what line. Write what you would say if somebody asked you, well, so what? Although the link sentence is not mandatory, it's a very good idea for long paragraphs. It is also a good idea in reflective writing because it makes you anchor your reflections and literature back to the real incident, which is what the assignment is all about. In the next chapter, we will be looking at part 4 of critical incident reflection, sample paragraphs.